Hello everyone. Welcome to PassionWaterTarot. So this is third case today for Missing Person Monday. Don't hesitate to send me an email or leave a comment if there's a case you would like for me to do a reading on. And remember, when it comes to missing person and criminal cases, under no circumstances will I ever request or accept payment for those readings. These are a gift from Spirit to all those invested, family, friends, investigators, and searchers. Because many times it is a missing person and there's search parties out trying to locate the person, locate evidence of the person having been there. So, let's go ahead and invite Holy Spirit, Spirit Guide, angels, and ancestors to come into this reading with love and light, to provide the highest level of clarity to those receiving messages, and ask that chakras be cleared to allow those messages to be received with ease. And if this is your first time here, this is called an intuitive reading. I'm going to ask Spirit questions and read the responses of what Spirit is bringing to the table. Now, let's go over the case real quick. There is a little girl in Hawaii. I'm probably going to butcher the name of her island. Waimanalo? Waimanalo? Huh. So, September the 12th, it was reported to the Honolulu Police Department. I don't believe Waimanalo is an island, actually. I think it's a neighborhood within the Honolulu Islands, okay? But it was reported that they could not locate her. These were her adoptive parents. They called law enforcement at 6 a.m. to report that they had discovered the child was missing. They did allow the... Did I tell you her name? I did not. I'm so sorry. Well, 6 years ago, because this 6-year-old little girl, she was born Arielle Sellers. But that's not her name anymore. Within the last year, she was adopted from foster care to the KALUAs. And they changed her name to Isabella KALUA. They said that she was last known to be wearing a black hoodie, black leggings with colorful socks, Nike slides, and a pink bottom. They told a newspaper reporter and the police that the girl would often leave the house at night to sleep in the yard. And it says, now I haven't seen any video come out, because there's just not a lot of media coverage on this case, as it is on so many cases. But it says the home's electronic locks confirmed that she left overnight. I'm not really sure how the heck they know it was her? If it was just electronic locks, what it's confirming is that somebody left. Was it really Ariel? Yes, her legal name is Isabella, but she's also known as Ariel. So I'm torn as to which one to call her. I want to call her Ariel because she's a 6-year-old little girl, and that's what she's always been known as. Her biological family is involved, or was involved. They still are, because there's still voluntary searches going on. But the Honolulu... Boy, my phone won't quit, and I put it on silence. It is on silence. I wish y'all could see that, but if I turn it around, it's just a big flash of light. The Honolulu police has called off the search. They called it off on day 6. They said they could not rule out foul play. And from all the research that I've done, there's no evidence that this child voluntarily, at 6 years of age, walked out of that house in the middle of the night. But there is evidence that somebody did. That somebody unlocked the door and went out the door. But what happened to this little 6-year-old? What happened? Why? You know, I just reading everything and knowing that the police has called off the search. So you don't, that gives a reflection that you don't believe that it was somebody outside the home. That you don't believe she actually walked out and was picked up or grabbed. But if she had this known fascination with going outside and sleeping, why wasn't there other precautions taken to protect her from this type of situation, such as alarms, that if the doors were open, she's 6 years old. She shouldn't be going out in the yard to sleep or anywhere in the neighborhood to sleep. Which brings up, why wasn't she comfortable in the home? If she was known for doing that, why was she trying to escape from the home? Was there something within the home that she was uncomfortable trying to sleep? Oh, the questions I have. But you know what we're going to do? Yeah, we're going to ask Spirit for the answers. We're going to ask Spirit to guide us regarding the disappearance of Isabella KALUA, KALUA, from the island of Honolulu, Hawaii, September the 12th, 2021. Spirit, what can you tell us about the disappearance of Isabella Ariel KALUA? Thank you for all messages forthcoming. What say ye? Okay, let me reword that. Because I'm not getting an answer to that question, alright? So Holy Spirit, Spirit God, angels and ancestors, did this little 6-year-old girl wander away intentionally September the 12th, 2021? Thank you for all messages forthcoming. What say ye? Eight of Pentacles. Well, really? Somebody's tired. Somebody doesn't want to put any more effort into it. They've reached their limit. Yeah. It's not a stable energy. Very unstable, very demanding energy. Will Isabella be located, Spirit? Let's change decks. Spirit, can you please guide us regarding the disappearance? We have a flipper. Not happy making. Nope, nope, nope. 3 of Cups in reverse. Not happy making. More than they bargained for. Did it for somebody else's satisfaction. They weren't pleased with the situation at all. We have more flippers coming out. The Fool in reverse. 5 of Cups in reverse. Whew. Wanted to go back to how things were before. Missing how things were before. Feeling like they weren't getting the attention that they deserved. This is not Isabella's energy. Just so you know. Spirit, who hurt Isabella? Who caused the disappearance of Isabella KALUA? Ariel Sellers. Thank you for all messages forthcoming. What say ye? Someone who was supposed to bring stability. They were supposed to offer stability. Somebody who pretended. And I see a ponytail. So I'm really leaning towards a female, but it absolutely can be a male energy with a strong feminine vibration. 5 of Swords. Really. Felt like they sacrificed a lot, that they gave up a lot. Yeah. They only saw their sacrifices. They weren't seeing any rewards. 7 of Cups. Woo! Looking back and realizing this was a mistake. Led into a path that did not come to fruition for them, not the way they wanted it to, regarding a family situation. The 3 of Pentacles regarding a committed situation. Ten of Wands in reverse, and then the tree fell. Ten of Wands in reverse. They relieved themselves of the stress. They relieved themselves of the burden. They're not taking responsibility for their actions. Spirit is telling me, guiding me, showing me that Isabella, Ariel, is no longer with us. Somebody close, near and dear to her harmed her. Somebody associated within a committed relationship. Somebody who had easy access to her, but they're not taking responsibility of it. They're not owning up. They're in complete denial. Is there any other clarifier, Spirit, for who harmed Isabella, Ariel? Okay, so whoever this was, wow. Whoever this was, the Wheel of Fortune, they thought that this connection with Isabella would bring them blessings. That it would help to show them in a different light. See, there's the High Priestess. They want it to be seen as the end-all be-all. Hey, I'm the great mom. Hey, I'm the great dad. Hey, look what I did to help an underprivileged soul. It was a new opportunity. Ace of Cups, a new opportunity in love. For them to be showered with love. Not them showing love, but they finally thought they had found somebody who would never stop loving them. Somebody who would be devoted to them. Really, it's a 6-year-old little kid. They're devoted to ice cream and YouTube cartoons. Yeah, they love their parents. But they count on the parents for protection, for food, for love. But you went towards a 6-year-old for them to protect you, to give you accolades. You wanted to receive pats on the back because you did this great thing of adopting a kid. And don't get me wrong, adopting children into loving, caring homes is a great thing. Into unstable homes, not so great. Then we end up with missing children, or deceased children, neglected children, children being put back into foster care, being traumatized. What happened? Did she not take her bath on time? Did she spill the milk? Accidents happen. And it's okay to say no every now and then. Lord knows a 2-year-old is going to say no all day long. But anyways, I don't want to start talking about 2-year-olds. They're 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds are a journey in themselves as they are trying to spread their wings. So what happened to Isabella, Ariel spirit? Yeah, somebody gave up. 8 of Pentacles is here again, double confirmation that they were like, no, this is not for me. I can't keep doing this. I'm not receiving the accolades that I got into this journey for. I'm not being patted on the back near enough to have to keep taking care of this short human. What other information can you tell us, Spirit, regarding the disappearance of Isabella, of Ariel, in Hawaii, September the 12th, 2021? And some things, you know, 6 o'clock in the morning to call and report, because that's whenever you wake up for work, for whatever you're going through. The Hierophant in reverse. Oh, really? So you want to keep the police at bay. You don't want them to see what you've done. You don't want them to know. You don't want them to have the keys. The keys to the case are buried. The evidence. Both parents are involved. Both foster, adoptive parents are involved according to Spirit. There's the Lovers. That's a couple. One did it. The most feminine of the two was the one that harmed Isabella, Ariel. But the other partner is absolutely involved in the cover-up, in the hiding of her remains. You know, they still have volunteers, neighborhood and biological family volunteers trying to locate her. While the police are doing phone trackings, they're doing, you know, they're looking at CCTV cameras in the area to see who left, what time they left, what direction were they headed. You know, the law enforcement's getting all their ducks in a row to confront these parents with this evidence. And of course, they're both involved in disposing of her remains, of hiding her remains. So it's absolutely going to have to fall on both of their shoulders. So Spirit God, angels and ancestors, can you please clarify the Hierophant in reverse and the Lovers? Yeah. They really... Ooh. So there's new evidence coming up that we haven't heard of yet. That's the Ace of Cups. That's new evidence. The police, law enforcement, because the FBI is involved also, are absolutely running a lot of checks and, like I said, checking CCTVs in the area and other people's cameras, you know, and asking people to do that in the neighborhoods. I believe they've gone door to door asking for everyone to check their cameras. But there's new evidence coming out, and they are being, as I said, they're gathering their ducks all in a row so that this does not fail. So that when these people are arrested, they will stay arrested and not released on some damn technicality. So spirit guide angels, and ancestors. Yeah. We have the Emperor that just flipped out in reverse. Yeah. You know, the Hierophant and the Emperor, I mean, they really have not been honest with the police. They have not been honest with the FBI. They are not wanting to come forward with the truth, as they know that the moment that the person harmed Isabella, Ariel, that their lives changed forever. The moment that that person did not maintain self-control. The moment that they decided that a 6-year-old should be the blunt of their aggression. How did Ariel, Isabella, come to harm? How did they harm? How did this person harm Isabella, Spirit? I bet most of you have never heard of her. We have the Queen of Swords. Really? Really? That feminine energy has control issues. It's my way or the highway. And I'm going to be seen as the end-all, be-all. Everybody already knows that about this person. This isn't new to family and friends. And it's clarified by, oh yeah, that person does a lot of talking. And there's a lot of rumors going around, isn't there, in the family and friends. I've never seen them be accused of being doting parents. Especially not this feminine energy. It can absolutely be reversed, but what I'm hearing from Spirit in this reading is that Dad wanted a kid. They adopt. Because Mom wants Dad to be happy and to put her on a pedestal. She didn't end up on that pedestal. It made more work for her because, well, that's what raising a little short human does. It's hard work. It's really hard work. It's very rewarding. It's amazing. I've raised several myself. And, you know, I got these linebackers, as I refer to them, here in the house with me now. My grandsons that are 13 and 14, each one of them about 6 foot. it's totally amazing. It's totally fun and fascinating. But there are some days that it's challenging, you know, whenever you don't have any forks left in the house because of teenagers. But that's a whole nother story, right? Maybe I should do an intuitive reading one day to see where all my forks have gone. But anyway, it is hard. And this person did not recognize how hard it was going to be. And that the rewards would be coming seldom and few in between if you don't have appreciation for the child. And I can't imagine, but it's got to be rough to be in this situation where you want to have all these pats on the back for raising a child. And that child really knows their biological family and really misses them. But let's go back. Spirit, how did this person harm Isabella, Ariel, in Hawaii? 10 of Swords in the reverse, and the World in reverse. Whew. Okay, so there was a physical attack. A lot of... and it happened during the heat of the moment. I mean, really. It was like a emotional snap. I don't see it being blunt force injury to the head, but to the body. Hitting and kicking. I don't believe a knife was involved. Not a belt. More like a paddle. You know, a wooden paddle kind of thing. If it wasn't wooden, it was like a paddle. And that is clarified by the Page of Cups in reverse. Okay, so it was picked up. It wasn't intended as an instrument of destruction, an instrument of pain, but it was available and it was used. So it's not a hammer, it's not a knife. It's more like a stick, more like a paddle. So where did they dispose of Isabella Ariel's remains? Where can the searchers, law enforcement, family and friends find the evidence to bring Isabella Ariel home? Ace of Wands in reverse. So let's clarify that. Seven of Pentacles. She's in a garden. She's near a garden. The evidence is near a garden. Not a forest. So if there's woods around, don't go into the woods. She's not there. The evidence is not there. The stick is visible in both. There's leaves around because she's in a garden type area. Do they have a garden at the house? Covered in like lava rocks, so that you're not instinctively noticing the earth has been disturbed. There was vomit. Th that's just some spirit keeps telling me over and over again. She vomited from her injuries. That's very common to happen with systemic organ failure. Is there anything else, Spirit, you would like to reveal regarding the disappearance of Isabella, Ariel, KALUA? Sellers, just more names to be a little 6-year-old beauty. Is there anything else you would like to reveal, Spirit? Will this culprit be arrested? 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups, really. Said she was a happy girl. Said she tried to show appreciation for her life, for having this opportunity to be adopted. And that is clarified by 7 of Swords. Even though she was facing difficult times, even though she faced somebody who wore a false mask, somebody who was not who they appeared to be, Isabella, Ariel, was happy. She had a very beautiful spirit about her. Okay. You know, let's get your affirmation card for all those family, friends, law enforcement, searchers, and others invested in this reading. Your affirmation from Spirit for this reading. Today I'm curious. Yes, please be curious. Please ask the hard questions. Please ask the hard questions. Don't just let an ideal that's come just flutter away. No. Ask the hard question. Be curious. Today I will open my mind and explore new possibilities and opportunities. Who is it when you're interviewing them that it's all me, 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 me? That they've forgotten how it's supposed to be about, where's Isabella? Where's Ariel? Is she okay? Is she hot? Is she cold? Is she hungry? Is she hurting? No, theirs is me, 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 me. I'm having a hard time. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Just like they wanted to come out in the beginning of the reading. They want to focus on them, that this tragedy, that they should get the pats on the back because of the tragedy, rather than the focus on locating Isabella, Ariel. So, the romance card for this reading from Spirit for those invested is calling in your soulmate. Yeah. When this person hurt Isabella, that's what they did. They called in their soulmate, and them two are standing together, thick as thieves. Well, what one does, two can pay for. I'll tell you that right now. This was not supposed to end up like this. This was not this young girl's destiny. And for all of you, a card that whenever you're setting intentions regarding this case, regarding any missing person or criminal case, regarding your life, please set crystal clear intentions. Make it abundantly clear with Spirit that you are here and you're available to have information revealed to you. So the card of advice from Spirit for those invested in this reading, for those invested in this case, for those who are invested in Isabella, KALUA, aka Ariel Sellers. Card of advice. Damn. See? That's that person. This is the person that hurt Ariel, Isabella. All must have prizes. All must be rewarded. Must be patted on the back. You're not the center of attention. And the focus does not need to be on you when it comes to locating her. We're not going to go, poor, pitiful you. No, 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 no. We're going to go clink, clink, put you in the jailhouse. Okay? So, oh, this person and their energy. Alright. Trying to keep everyone happy. Treating everyone as equals and rewarding those who have worked hard. Playing nice. Wanting to please. Oh, is this the daddy? Wanting to please? Or the adoptive dad? An inability to choose who or what is best for you. So overly concerned with having to make things right for this person that's unstable, that you're not able to make good, solid decisions regarding yourself and Isabella. Trying to be fair, but avoiding difficult decisions is not fair to yourself. Maintaining illusions to avoid disappointing others. Maintaining the illusion that Isabella vanished. She didn't vanish. Y'all need to come forward and tell where she's at. And confess to what happened to her. Even the police have suspended the searches as they gather all of their ducks in a row to get ready to prosecute. The investigation is very healthy. on the law enforcement side, and they're keeping it tight to the vest. Very tight. Because they don't want any mistakes in this. They want it covered correctly. She was 6 years old. Where did y'all put her? Where did you put her? All because of your instability. All because you were like, I'm done. I'm not going to put up with this anymore. I'm not getting the pats on my back that I want. And you, dear dad. Yeah. Spirit is leading me that it's a female energy that caused the harm. And one thing I never read anywhere in all the articles and all the interviews that I've listened to so far, and there's not that many out there, I never once heard anybody accuse these adoptive parents of being good parents, of being loving and caring towards this child. But they certainly got each other's backs. Well, you're going to be separated by a lot of concrete walls soon. Okay, I'm going to let this go. I do hope that the Kaluas come across this reading. I do hope so. I'll see you all soon with your next reading. I'm about to get ready to do the monthlies for October. Namaste.